Hey guys, it's Robyn. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today I am bringing what I've been warming Wednesday. And before I jump into it, I did have a couple orders that I placed a while back now for the ALLSPICE warmers and for a few other things and some buddies. And those have actually been held up. The flooding here in BC was so bad last week that it actually cut off like entire roads so that FedEx and UPS can't even get things to my region right now. So we're fine up here, but down south is a mess, and the roads are completely washed out. So it might be a while before I get my packages. And actually I saw Scentsy had posted on the workstation today for consultants that they're going to be holding BC packages at Scentsy's warehouse until FedEx and UPS are able to get their shipping routes figured out again. So hauls might be delayed, but things are coming, hopefully soon, and thoughts go out to anyone affected by the flooding because it's been really terrible. So I also wanted to, on a happier note, say happy Thanksgiving to all of my American friends and viewers. I think actually most of the people that watch my videos are American, so you're probably celebrating Thanksgiving. I think tomorrow. You guys do it on Thursday? Yeah, you guys do it on Thursday because then there's Black Friday. That's right. So happy Thanksgiving, enjoy. What is your favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner? Because like I feel like in Canada we do like turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, all of that stuff. But like I feel like in the US there's more variation. Like different regions of the US seem to do different things. I've adopted the mac and cheese thing. So now we do turkey and I do a ham with some mac and cheese as well. So let me know what your favorite part of the Thanksgiving feast is, and link recipes if you want to. That would be fun. Share with everyone what your favorite recipes are for Thanksgiving. All right, so we'll go room by room again here. I went through quite a few things this week. The first one that is still in my warmers right now is this brick of vanilla cinnamon maple. This is a brick I haven't reached for since I first warmed it, but I love this. It is kind of like salted caramel to my nose. It's very creamy and very sweet, very bakery. It's good. It's really good. I don't get a ton of cinnamon from this, if any. So it is more of a vanilla maple with just like a little bit of like, I get caramel notes to this as well, like caramelized sugar. I did 2 brick cubes, like two cubes, half a cube in each of 4 warmers. So that I put in yesterday. It's now 24 hours later. It's still going reasonably strong. I can't smell it sitting here, but I could smell it when I walked into my house. So it's still working. I'm just going nose blind. So really enjoy this one. The strength and throw yesterday was really solid. And with 2 cubes, that's a lot of wax. So I would expect a good performance. And it has been. This one's actually lasting longer than I remember it lasting the first time. I feel like the first time I warmed it, it only lasted maybe 12 to 15 hours, 12 to 16 hours. And this time it's going over 24 hours. So that's awesome. Enjoyed this one, and throw is pretty darn good. Really enjoying that. It's very like sweet and like kind of creamy, buttery, caramelly. I get caramel for sure. Next in the open layout, I wanted something just like that was a break from all the holiday scents that I warmed last week. So I wanted something just fairly neutral, and I was kind of craving like bakery scents. And that's one thing about this year is, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like this is the year of the tree in Scentsy land. There are not as many bakery scents as you normally expect to see, especially this time of year. So it's a lot of icicles and evergreen, which is insanely popular and people are loving it. It's just not for me. The Black Forest pine one for next month, very snowy spruce, ice pine, mighty pine. We got all the pine all the time. It is covered. But I feel like we're a little bit lacking in the bakery department this year. That's just me, and usually spring and summer is not very bakery heavy, so I was hoping for more this season, but who knows, maybe January scent of the month, maybe. But anyways, to get my bakery fix, I did a mix here of vanilla buttercream and sugar cookie. So cookies for Santa, I was thinking, you know, I didn't mind that one was fine, but I wanted to see how these two would compare together, and I think I do prefer this mix. So I did I think I only did 4 cubes total. So I did 2 cubes of vanilla bean buttercream and 2 cubes of sugar cookie in my open layout here, and it was nice. It was really nice. Definitely just a 1-day scent and fairly light, and I would say not even 24 hours. I would say more like 12, but this was really enjoyable. I would do it again. I really like both of these scents on their own, and they're both fantastic mixers. But on their own, they're quite nice too, even paired, so that was good. It was kind of like a frosted sugar cookie type scent, so that was nice. Just a nice kind of like palate cleansing combination. Then I did 6 cubes of cedar cider out in my open layout here. This one, I'll put the notes below, but it's like, it does have like a cedar wood note to it to kind of ground it, and it's definitely got apple. It reminds me a little bit of Autumn Hearth, but a little sweeter maybe, and not as spicy. Replace some of the spice from Autumn Hearth with like cedar wood and sweeten it up a bit, and you have cedar cider. This one is really pretty. I liked this a lot, more than I thought I would. This one lasted, what did we do with this one? At least 24 hours. Might have been a bit longer, maybe closer to 36. Really enjoyed it. And throw was about average, duration about average, but it was really enjoyable. And like, but yeah, this is one of those scents that, you know how sometimes scents just like linger in the air and they just kind of smell like they belong in that space. I feel like this scent just kind of blended into my home and just kind of smelled like that's how it's supposed to smell in here. So it didn't smell like I was fragrancing my home. It smelled more like this is just how my house is supposed to smell. So cedar cider, I really enjoyed this one. I will pick up more. I liked this a lot more than I thought I would. This one is highly underrated, I think, in my opinion. So there's cedar cider. Then in my open layout earlier in the week, I had done 6 cubes. Yeah, 6 cubes of red berry and spruce. This one has berry, and I want to say it's cranberry. That smells like cranberry. Yeah. There might be some other kind of berry in there too, but I definitely smell cranberry. And the spruce is like toned down. So I wanted like a Christmas tree scent, but like toned way down. Way more down than all of the other pine scents that we have in the catalog and in the special offers right now. So this one did that. This was nice. It was mostly berry to my nose, with just like that hint of pine and hint of Christmas tree scent. It was really nice. It was a good like all-purpose, all winter type scent. Didn't scream holidays, just screamed winter, and I really enjoyed this. Yeah, it was nice. I would say average like strength, not overly strong, not super light, and average to like maybe out of, if 5 is average, it was like a 4 for length or longevity. It wasn't more than 24 hours. It might have been a little less. But this one, yeah, I do like it a lot. I will probably repurchase it. It's not like a scent that I need to have forever all the time, but I did enjoy it, and I wouldn't mind melting it once or twice more throughout the winter. So that's red berry and spruce. If you're like me and pine scents aren't your jam, like I like tree scents. Like I don't mind like the autumn tree scents where it's like your oak and like your birch and all those kinds of wood scents. I like those. Those are great. Cedar wood, perfect. But spruce and fir and balsam and pine, I like those scents in the actual forest outside. I don't like the fragrances of those in my house because they just don't quite, they're just very strong for me. This one, if you're opposed to those like green pine tree type scents, this is a nice way to get a little bit of that without smacking you in the face with it. I enjoyed this. And if you wanted more pine, you could take 2 or 3 cubes of this and add like 1 cube of very snowy spruce or iced pine or something, any of those pine scents, just to make it a little bit more piney. Or if you already have those scents and they're too piney for you, try this to smooth it out and tone it down a bit. That is red berry and spruce. Okay, first thing I warmed this week was a kind of random and I guess a random mixer. I had 2 cubes left in each of these bars, and they are Spiced Apple Chestnut from the Scents of the Season collection, Fireside Chats from the Scents of the Season collection, and 3 Thumbs Up for the Haunted Mansion. And I had 2 cubes left in each bar. None of these are really scents that I wanted to warm in my bedroom, so I figured I want to use them in the open layout. I like all 3 of these scents quite a lot, and they kind of go together. You have your kind of, the scent that I kind of describe as like somebody else's house. It smells like dried fruit pantry and like a wood stove going and like a stack of firewood somewhere. That one mixed with your fresh bread. This one to me smells like fresh bread. It's got like different pumpkin pie spices in it. And then Spiced Apple Chestnut, which is like apple chestnut. And there's like a lot of sweetness here. Not overly spicy, but there is some spice. And that chestnut note is really nice. It's like a toasted chestnut. These 3 together were awesome. So I kept them together. So I did Fireside Chats in one warmer, Haunted Mansion in another warmer, and then Spiced Apple Chestnut in another warmer. And they kind of stayed in their zones in my open layout here. Like the living room, I think I did Spiced Apple Chestnut. In sort of the middle space here, I did Haunted Mansion, because this one kind of blended the 2. And then Fireside Chats I put in the kitchen. Probably should have switched Fireside Chats and Spiced Apple Chestnut now that I think of it, but it was fine. I would probably do this mix again. Like, that was really nice. I really enjoyed walking from one space to the other and having those scents really complement each other. So if you have the Scents of the Season bundle and you have leftover cubes of either of these, try mixing them. You could do them in the same warmer or do them in separate warmers in the same space. It was a nice mix. I did not mind that at all. And the addition of 3 Thumbs Up, that fresh bread scent, really kind of tied them together. And it just smelled so homey in here. Like, it was so homey. I liked that a lot. Strength-wise, it was good, at least average. Longevity, average. It was fine. All 3 of these scents are similar in that they're about medium strength, medium duration. Although I would say this one's maybe longer duration but less strong. That's 3 Thumbs Up. But they're well enough matched that none of these overpowered the others. So that was a good little mix. So Fireside Chats, Spiced Apple Chestnut, and 3 Thumbs Up. The last thing I did in the open layout this week was 6 cubes of Dark and Devious from the Villains collection. This one has strange notes in it. It's like, I want to say deep plum or some kind of dark berry. And I think there's like, is it licorice or aniseed or something like that? It does have a little bit of spiciness to it. And there is like just a hint of black pepper when you're warming it. I don't get the black pepper on in the cold, but on warm I do get just that hint of black pepper, like 1% or less. But mostly it's a very sweet, dark berry type scent. It reminds me a lot of the fragrance Dark Kiss from Bath & Body Works, but a little like more dressed up with spice. Not so much spice, but like savory herbs or something. This kind of reminds me of like, if Black Raspberry Vanilla is your like very basic, plain Jane, I love Black Raspberry Vanilla, but that's like your plain Jane sister who's very average in every way. This would be the one who like has a little bit of a goth twist and is a little bit more interesting, but maybe doesn't appeal to quite as many people, would be my comparison. Where most people like Black Raspberry Vanilla, a lot of people are also gonna like Dark and Devious, but not quite as many because there is more going on here. Yeah, I like this a lot. I do have another bar of this coming. I haven't decided if it's club worthy or not yet, but I do want more. It's really nice. Not as strong in the open layout as I would have expected. Maybe like barely a medium, like just barely a medium. And I would say shorter duration, like 12 hours. So there was that one. And for 6 cubes of wax, that's not very long. So this one is probably better suited to like bedroom size spaces or like medium size spaces rather than your large open layouts. So there's that. And then in my bedroom this week, and in my bedroom, we don't leave that warmer running 24 hours a day. That one is on like from when I get home from work to bedtime, and then it gets turned off. So that could be anywhere from like 5 or 6 hours depending on the day, or sometimes I work from home, in which case it's going to be on from like whenever I am home to bedtime. And on weekends it's on like all day until bedtime. That's the only warmer in our house that we ever turn off. So that one's not on as much. But in there first I did apple butter frosting. I had like, I had 2 little cubes of this left, and it wasn't really enough to do anywhere else. And this isn't normally a scent I would warm in my bedroom, being that it's like a bakery, very rich bakery type scent, but I was kind of in the mood for bakery anyways. So I did. And this one is, I don't know that I get apple butter frosting. I do get frosting, but I get more apple spice. It's more like apple pie filling and like some buttercream frosting. It's really, really good. It's very comforting. I think most people would enjoy this. It does have a little bit of spice to it, but it's not overly spicy. It's got that apple, it's got that bakery. It's really nice. The apple note in here is not a crisp, fresh apple. It's more of a cooked, baked apple with some of those, like with that cinnamon and like maybe allspice. I really like this. It's got that kind of buttery creaminess to it. It was good. And actually in the bedroom, this was like, oh, what is that? When I walked in, it was nice. And this lasted quite a while in there. I think we did 2, maybe 3 days of this. So in total, probably 18 to 24 hours. Yeah, so it lasted a good amount of time. It might have even been longer. I'm not as good at keeping track of the days or the hours in my bedroom because it varies so much our schedule day to day. But yeah, apple butter frosting, highly recommend. It's in our general catalog. If you've been sleeping on this one and just not picking it up, I would try a bar, especially this time of year. This is fantastic. Then I did 2 more cubes of OLAF warm hugs in our bedroom. And this one is light, but so nice. It is like, it's got mint, like a little bit of woods. Kind of gives you like fresh air vibes, but I think it's just the mint. And like, it's got like a base of warm vanilla, but it's not like a foodie vanilla. It's just kind of a cozy, powdery, sweet, really nice scent. And I actually finished up 100 Acre Wood in my daughter's room this week. And these 2 are kind of like cousins to me. They're not really similar. 100 Acre Wood has 0 mint, but they both have that kind of powdery, light core with like a little bit of woodsiness in them. So they both have that kind of feel, except for this is more of the winter version of that. So yeah. This one is a light scent. So even in our bedroom, which is like a medium sized bedroom, that's about as big as I would go. I would say a smaller bedroom would be ideal, but it does last a good amount of time. And it is really, really pretty. So put them somewhere small, and it's one of those ones that's kind of just like light for a longer period of time. So rather than being strong for like a day, it's like a lower level of scent for like 2 or 3 days. So this one's really nice. I do have another bar. And again, is this club worthy? I haven't decided. It could potentially be, because I like this in both of our bedrooms, mine and my daughter's. So there's that. The last thing I warmed in my bedroom that is still going in there now is my last 2 cubes of Winterberry apple tea. So this one is apple, like winter tea. It smells like kind of a herbal fruit tea with like honey. And it is nice. It's very much like a berry apple. You do get honey. And it kind of smells like an herbal tea that's made of like dried fruits and stuff. It's really beautiful. It's very cozy, a little bit feminine. I love this. In the open layout, I did 6 cubes. that was a couple weeks ago. And it did well, but not overly long. So in my bedroom, I've done 2 cubes to finish off the bar, and it is, I would say, strong in there. Where it was like medium strong out here, it's strong in the bedroom. It actually comes out of the bedroom a bit. And we got at least 18 hours out of it so far. And it's on again now, but I haven't decided whether I'm going to change it or not today. But there's that. Longevity wise, the jury's still out because it's still in there. But at least average longevity and strong in the bedroom. So if you find this one not strong enough for your open layouts, try it in somewhere smaller. It's a really, really good scent. And last night I actually tried the Winterberry Apple Tea Scentsy Soak because I do have a bag of that. Love it. It is my favorite Scentsy Soak I've tried, Winterberry Apple Tea. It actually sudsed up a little bit, so there's like some bubbles there. It's really nice. I loved it. It even had like just a little bit like a hint of shimmer in the water, not glitter, and it didn't stick to my skin at all, so it wasn't like a glitter bomb, but there was just like this really pretty like shimmer to the water. It was beautiful. Loved it. So highly recommend both the wax and the Scentsy Soak. The wax is general catalog for this winter. The Scentsy Soak is limited edition as part of our holiday collection, so get on that soon because that could sell out at any point. So there's that. And my daughter's room, we just did 100 Acre Wood this week. So this one is the Winnie the Pooh scent. It's so pretty. It's like cotton blossoms and like a little bit of wood. It's kind of like a sweet lavender almost, with like some clean laundry. It's just very clean and like young and perfect for a little kid's room. Like perfect for a small child's room. Love it. Yeah, and it lasts forever. Like it's not overly strong, which I like about it because I don't want a super strong scent in her room. It's like light medium, but lasts like days. Like I stick this in there and it's in there for days and days and days. It lasts like all week. So love this one. Will repurchase this 100%. This one I think is in our catalog right now, but yes, I would put this in my club if it were to go away. Love. Then I did in the bathrooms to finish up my bar of Bayberry and Currant. If you remember, this one is not a favorite of mine. It's very fresh. It's like a fresh aquatic cologne type scent to my nose, and that's just not my thing. But I did really enjoy this in the bathroom. This is perfect as a bathroom scent, and it lasted a long time. We got like 3 days out of it in the bathroom per cube. So 1 cube in each bathroom, 3 days. Beautiful. Great. Loved it. We'll use up my other bar that way as well. The scent for me kind of like has an aversion now because the day I warmed this in my open layout, my husband actually like fell and broke his back. So now this scent is not my favorite, even for that reason. That aside, this still isn't a fragrance that I enjoy, but now, you know how sometimes scents can get those like negative memories to them? For me, this is that now. I associate this with my husband suffering in pain. So, yeah, not my favorite, but I did enjoy it in the bathroom. Strength-wise in the bathroom, I would say strong. Longevity, really good. So 24 times 3, 72 hours. Yeah, great. Can't complain there at all. I do have another bar and I will melt that in bathrooms as well. The last thing I did in bathrooms is still in there right now, but it is going to be changed today. That is Eucalyptus Wreath. Now, I gave most of my bar of Eucalyptus Wreath to my mom because she liked that scent more than I did. So I just had 2 cubes. So I did 1 cube in each bathroom again. Again, lasted quite a long time. So that was 4 days. And I could have changed it last night, and I need to change it today. So 3 days at least, it was smelling good. 4 days I've let it go, but it probably should have been changed last night. So Eucalyptus Wreath, I'll put the notes below, but I think it has like maybe juniper berry and eucalyptus. It's like a fresh eucalyptus type scent, and Scentsy's eucalyptus to my nose is a little bit like cologne-y and like a little bit sharp. I'm not a big eucalyptus person anyways, so Eucalyptus Wreath was going to be a gamble for me. But in the bathrooms, it was quite nice. I liked that it was sort of festive without being a pine scent, because there's so many of those right now. So yeah, it was nice and clean. lasted a long time, and I would say like at least medium strength. Not as strong as Bayberry and Currant, but at least medium, and lasted 3 days. Can't complain. Performance was good with that one if you like eucalyptus scents. So that is what I've warmed this week. Quite a few different scents actually. And yeah, let me know what you're warming this week. What are you eating for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow if you guys celebrate Thanksgiving? And if you're Canadian like me, I guess we'll just check out the comments below and see what kind of recipes people are enjoying. If you're Canadian, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? For me, it's stuffing. Love stuffing. I like to make it with like almond slivers and put gravy on it. Yeah, I love stuffing. Anyways, I will talk to you guys in the next video. If my hauls ever get here, I will share those. I'm thinking maybe by this Friday, maybe, we'll see. I'll post them when I get them. You guys will get a video when those come. But yes, it sounds like things are pretty bad down south, and the roads are kind of a mess. So we hope that those get sorted soon so that people can go back to normal. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.